Hey, what up, guys? It's Julia Vamps speaker, and who we got on the show today?
Gemaine.
You don't even have an R in your name, by the way. So I'm sitting here like, Gemaine, make sure I say Gemaine, like kind of black, like Gemaine.
Yeah, and I'm used to people always saying it with an R. I'm literally like at this point, just like, okay, yep.
Now I got you with the name pronunciation. I don't want to mess up because I hate when people, I mean, my name is not hard to say at all, but some people will call me Julie or I forgot, like Julie or Juliana. I'm like, where are you getting all these extra letters from?
Oh my gosh.
Absolutely. So you're from Compton, by the way, and you're an R&B singer. And you started from Vine. So let's there's a lot to unpack here.
Yeah, where do we start?
No, for sure. So let's start from your Vine days, because I'm like, damn, I never saw him on Vine. Or maybe I did, but probably in passing, because I mean, obviously from that time on Vine and now you've matured a lot, not just with your looks, but your vocals, by the way.
Right.
Insane. Because we're gonna get into Lefty and then Shift. We could talk a little bit about Curious, but I feel like Curious was more of a young album and it gave that young feel. But Shift is really the turning point for you, at least for me. Like, I was like, you're making grown people music. Okay.
For sure. I agree. That's why I called it that. But for Vine, honestly, it's so funny. When I got on Vine, I didn't start off singing as a, with the intention to be an artist and like blow up. Like, I was not even trying to be an artist when I was on Vine. I was just doing it just because, like, singing is just something I like to do. And my family, it's in the background. Like, we all have a background for like music, but like it was a weird thing where like most of my family would just not be, expressive about their gifts or showcase their gifts. Like, keep it in and like you'll only catch it at church kind of thing.
Right.
So I really just thought that was like, weird and different. Like, yo, we talented, but we hide it from everyone. So at that point, I got hit 18. I just didn't care anymore. Started singing on, Vine just to, do it and express myself. And I did like a freestyle called Freaky.
Right.
Me and my brother, we took the bus from Compton down all the way to the South Bay Galleria, the Gardena 2 bus. Where we go, just to, we'll go to Guitar Center and just, mess around. And like one day we just did a freestyle. He did it like a beat in like 5 minutes on a keyboard.
Wow.
And then I just freestyle to it and put it up. And
wait, how did y'all get that at a Guitar Center?
Dude, he's crazy. Off the like a Yamaha like type of pianos, like it'd be certain pianos where you can make a beat like that. Yeah, so he just did that, and I uploaded on Vine, and out of nowhere, like it just shot up. At the time, I didn't really have phones like that, so like I didn't start having a phone until high school, so I was just like kind of like a little wet behind the ears to just social media and everything in general. So Vine, just some new thing. I just didn't even know how real or like what it even really was. So I was just doing like and just like not caring and like so I thought that wasn't really real until like I'll never forget. I went to my high school's prom. I was a year out, but like I went to the high school prom and people was coming up to me like, yo, you gotta make that a song. Yo, I'll help you write it. Yo, that like literally. And I'm like, oh, okay, this is real. So made it a song just because everybody was on my ass about it. And then, it did its thing. And then I'm like, maybe I could do this artist thing, But yeah, it really happened like to where like people saw it in me before I saw it in myself.
Wow.
So yeah, I just think it was just like one of those like, God slapping me purpose type, situations. Because I don't think it happened any other way.
Damn, that's crazy, because you know what? Your writing ability, especially we see it strengthen on Shift and Lefty. Yeah. It's crazy because you would have thought that somebody like you, this was a passion all your life. Like you were like, you know what? This is something that I could do, because I'm like, man, It's crazy.
Yeah, nah, it just wasn't like that. I was trying to be different. I tried to, acting was something I was like into and wanted to get into. That was like a passion of mine. It still is, but like that was like the first thing I like started to have a passion for, and I was like to pursue. But then music just happened. But yeah, I was trying to do something else. I was not trying to do music.
Well, that's crazy. And you appeared on Blackish.
Yeah, I did. I was just doing background extra work. Just trying.
Hey, what episode is this? So we can see you.
Man, I don't even know. I honestly don't even know. I just still get hit up about that and this other one, Criminal Minds. It was like a 3-second cameo, but I still to this day get hit up. That's better
than what we most of us. Drop your IMDb. Drop your IMDb.
Yeah.
Let us know so we can find you. Like, Kelly Clarkson appeared, I think, in Sabrina the Teenage Witch as a background actor at one point. And then look at what happened with her career. It's crazy.
Damn. Just go.
You just never know.
Yeah, you never know, honestly.
No, you don't. That's crazy. So let's talk about your frequency, like your sonic frequency. Can you describe that? Because like I said, you had so many good transitions. And then when we got to Shift, that's where I feel like that cemented you as an artist. So between Shift and Lefty, can you describe your sonic frequency for your fans out there?
Between Shift and Lefty, it's really just like, soulful, cater to the woman type music. I feel like I'm really trying to bring back this love back in R&B. I feel like that's some area that, and speaking to the women. Okay. Like it's starting to like come back with the Daniel Caesars, Giveons, but like, it's just a certain aspect of R&B that I feel like has been vacant with the singing and like really being like, singing for the woman and for the ladies and like doing it in a way that make, people want to be in love type. Yeah. Like, and like think, like to have, feelings and express that be cool again. Yeah. In a loving way, at least. No, I agree because Lefty, but all, toxic. Right. Like, and I'm over that at this point. I'm really over that. That's like, yeah. I mean, we got enough people doing that, but exactly. People want to hear crying in the rain, talk, I missed you for an hour type. Like, I feel like we need that balance back, so I just feel like that's something I'm like really attacking and, just the sex, music. Yeah. That music that people want to have sex to, like that. Definitely gave us that on Shift for sure. That either. It's crazy. Like, it's funny how like, my style of music I felt was, which is, R&B pop is it has a mainstream appeal to it, but I feel like it's starting to become, not like my sound is not as mainstream because like every other sound that, people that's in, people ain't doing it as like what I'm doing as much now. So it's like not as mainstream and it's like a little low key. I don't know. I don't really know how to explain it, but it's underground R&B. Yeah, I mean, do you call it underground R&B? Because I don't know what to call it. I mean, that's something I gotta like figure out. Like, what is it? Because it ain't underground. It ain't something that's like, like when you hear it, it ain't something you feel like, yo, this is something no one's ever even attempted or done before. Like I ain't doing drill, but got the remnants of the '90s, but like it with a new style, a new approach. And new production, Absolutely. It's funny. That's exactly how I described Lefty. I was like, it's a 90s R&B modern twist. Because that's what it took me on a journey. Because if you listen back to old, not old R&B, but 90s R&B, it literally takes you on a journey from track to track. And I feel like a lot of the music that is out now, it doesn't take you on that journey. It doesn't bring you that emotion, that raw feeling like you're with the person that wrote it and it's singing. So, Yeah. So that's exactly what it is. And I can't wait. I'm tapping even more into the 90s, early 90s sound with my new project that I'm gonna drop top of next year. I'm gonna tap into like the New Jack, Bobby Brown. Okay. Type of sonic. So I'm really excited about it. And yeah, I'm gonna just be a lot even more. Like I've just constantly been growing and growing up and writing, producing now, you know, so I'm excited to like showcase that and like, you know, get everybody up to date where I'm at, you know. So
yeah, I think we need that. A year without a project from you is kind of messed up.
Oh, I was hoping to release some music around this time, but you know, it makes more sense to drop it next year. So it's coming on like right
first
off
quarter.
That. Yep,
exactly.
Out here, we out here. Yeah.
So let's talk about my favorite track, and I want to get your favorite track from you from Lefty because that's the last project that we have from you. My favorite track personally was FOMO, like and Head Rush, but FOMO and Head Rush. I mean, Head Rush for the obvious reasons, but FOMO gave me that radio play sort of thing. It had like a nice little hip hop bounce to it, and it was fun. You know what I mean? A little upbeat but fun. Yeah,
I feel like that's really just one of those sleepers. Like, I feel like you're gonna do that cheerleader kind of thing. Like, you heard the story about like how Cheerleader like blew up like 4 years later with a like, I mean, obviously not the remix, but like, or was it the Doja Cat song too, where it just like came out and then got popping out of nowhere and became a hit?
I forgot what song you're talking about, but I do know that it was it was like it was a singer for sure. It wasn't like, I know for sure it wasn't a rap song, but it might've been Cheerleader or Doja Cat, but
yeah, I think it was both. But I feel like that's what's gonna happen for FOMO, because like it's a song that I constantly get people hitting me up about as well. Like it's something that they just really gravitate to. So, you know.
And it's funny you said a sleeper too, by the way, because that's how it kind of felt. Because when I first listened to it, I was like, okay, and then I was like, oh, okay,
definitely those. But I think my favorite off of Lefty is Sip to This.
Okay.
I really like Sip to This. I feel like that was a turning point. It's something about when I, you know, wrote that record with my guy Murph.
Okay.
YMTK. That's like my right-hand creative guy. We go back and forth, you know, with like a lot of that I've been doing on Lefty and what I'm going to be doing on the new project coming out. But it was something about when we wrote that record that it just something that clicked as far as like just my approach and balance with you know, melodies and just like the approach with you know, the music that I wanted to like start making and continue making. Like I love that balance of being able to have, you know, more upbeat cadences with still being able to hold a singing, you know, singing, because like I'm very true to singing and I take pride in it. But I felt at a point I was starting to like be a little bit out of touch with like being able to fit in but still be myself. And I feel like that record helped me like see the like how I could do it and like how I could fit in and still be myself. So I just really love that record, and that record just like it's like a landmark to my growth. So I really love Sip to This, and that was a record that like unlocked, you know, another, you know, side to me, I guess. So
I love that. I definitely love that. And since you were talking about your creative partner, I wanted to ask you too, who were the, I guess the main producers or executive producers for both projects?
Yeah. So for Lefty, it was, the main producer was Swag.
Okay.
Yeah, he did Swag Arcelius. He, did a lot of stuff for like, her and, yeah, a lot of R&B acts. So he's very instrumental in the R&B world. We did most of the project in New York.
Okay.
Also did a couple songs with Suburban Plaza. They are fire. I think they got records with Bad Intentions and What's Going On, but like all the other records. Oh, Head Rush I produced. That was like the art of that was one of the start of my production and like getting into my bag as a producer.
Definitely got in your bag with that song.
Like a second close favorite, but I really love all those records on Lefty, and that's like a project I'm really proud of. For Shift, it's this producer, low key producer who also in New York. His name Leon Thomas, LT.
Okay.
I helped. He a person that helped me a lot with, you know, just growth wise, just writing and producing, you know, being able to like be there every day and just watch them do it and like see the technicalities of like, oh, filter, you know, all those like things as far as going to producing and engineering, you know, I learned a lot just from watching him. So for that Shift project, I just wanted to like really, you know, take it, you know, another step into like really figuring out who I am and like what I wanted to do and how I wanted to do it. And I just feel like that was the project where I just took that step into like, all right, let me take a step in a direction. I feel like with Curious, I was just kind of experimental.
Yeah.
With thing and just saying like what people would bite on and just like, do I like this? Like, is this some that, you know what I'm saying? Like it was a learning experience with Curious, but like, yeah, Shift was definitely me taking a step forward into something. And Lefty, that was me, you know, trying to make a statement and like, yo, this is where I'm at. This is who I am, you know?
Definitely. And I feel like it defines your sound too. It definitely defines your sound.
Yeah. Appreciate it.
So what can we expect besides obviously we're taking it back to the 90s era? Like what can we expect? Any features? Because you don't really do features except for Shift. You had, what was it? Crystal Canes? Crystal Canes on there? And I don't see any. So are you going to have any features or are you going to keep it to yourself?
No, I'm going to definitely have features coming up on this next one for sure.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't want to give away, you know, names. Oh, okay, why not? I'm going to have Guap Dad.
Okay. Whoa.
Yeah. And a couple Bay Areas, the homie City James, also from LA. Yeah, I'm gonna have a couple features, you know, just to name a few. But yeah,
I can see the Guap Dad for sure.
Yeah.
I can definitely see him.
We collab. That's the homie.
Absolutely. So I can't wait to see that. I can't wait to hear it, see the visuals, because you do have some nice visuals out right now, though, for sure. As we were discussing.
We always trying to push my limits and push what I'm saying, push the needle with the visuals and like what I can do, maximize.
Right. I like what you did with Takeoff, because I wasn't expecting you to start doing full choreography at one point in the video, and you busted a few moves.
Nobody did, not even my team. I just had to do it. I had to do it. It was something I just felt like I felt like it just needed that extra oomph. And
you did put an extra by the way, because you hit the shirt open. You said, "Ha!" like that. You was like, "Look at me." You said that.
No, for sure. Something I just felt like I had to do. So yeah, I'm always just investing, my own time and money into, my work as I think everyone does.
Yeah.
But,
and it shows, and it's really great quality. Obviously, the music is amazing. It's not just, I'm not just saying that because you're on the show, but I specifically wanted you on the show because I believe that you're definitely talented. You deserve all your roses. You deserve number ones, and I want to see it.
I appreciate it, man. Yeah, we got to get to it. I mean, I used to take it as a compliment, but now I'm starting to realize, like, you know what? I need to like really look in the mirror. As far as like, I like people like, why are you ain't famous yet? You know what I'm saying? I ain't on top. And I used to be like, that's cool. But now like it's starting to like really hit me in a certain way. Like, you know what? That's not it's something I need to like figure out and do. I need to do something about it. You know what I'm saying? And so like, yeah, I've just been with this next project. I really been way more assertive and aggressive with everything, just as far as like writing and just getting it done, producing and getting it done, being there in the mixing, like I just been about getting done and really making sure it's the best it could be, and just not really trying to be too much of considerate of, people feelings and, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like I'm a nice dude. And so like, that's been like a challenge for me, is just as far as like getting what I need and want out of things. With like, music, as far as like, I don't really like that part in the beat, but let me just let it rock. I've been a lot more, assertive about what I want. So I'm just really proud of what's about to come and like just my growth as far as like just being a lot more comfortable and confident in myself and knowing who the fuck I am and the fact that I do this, and it's not a lot of people, like me, you know what I'm saying? So
definitely not. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Because I'm telling you.
Just owning it. I'm just owning it a lot more.
Definitely. Yeah. I know you had a few people that you wanted to collab with before, and I hope to see you collab with them in the future. I know you name dropped. I won't mention one person because, for the obvious, you're...
Yeah.
I won't mention one. I was like, I don't think he feels that way anymore. Fighting for your life right now.
Right.
But definitely Chris Brown. I saw Justin Bieber in there. And then you had a slew of other people. So are those people you still want to collaborate with?
Yeah, and I would love to. I would honestly love to. It's so funny. I'm honestly amazed at like how they're able to just be as composed and like keep it together at being famous at an early age. Like I just have more a growing respect for people who are just able to like still be themselves and not have lost themselves, being famous at a young age. Cause I just imagine how I would have been and how I could have been, being, having just a quarter of their, fame and notoriety. Like it's just a lot of access, a lot of, different things that you could just get introduced to and like you could just easily get lost. Yeah. And so it'd be fun to just pick their brain and just, see them up closely, be able to work with them and just see their situations, right. Who's been instrumental with like helping them in their success and like, how did they get there and being able to talk and hear it from them. I just think that'd be cool. And I'd love to just, work with them. They're extremely talented. They dance, they sing, they play, they do it all. And those are the kind of people I want to, be like. So
yeah, for sure. And you know what was crazy about those? They honestly, Justin Bieber and Chris Brown in particular, I know that they do work with a lot of people that are not at the same stage as them. So it's very much possible. So hey, put it out there in the air. It could happen today or tomorrow. You never know.
I'm gonna work with them soon. There it is.
Exactly. So this is my favorite part of the show. It's called 5 Fast Facts. Yeah, I get everybody with this one. You got to have 5 gems about yourself that you're comfortable with for your fans that don't already know these things. So you got to give us 5 quick facts.
Okay. I'm a hardcore gamer.
Okay.
Love video games, love COD and 2K, which transitions to my next thing. I'm a basketball fan.
Okay.
Love, obviously from LA. One of my favorite artists is YG.
Okay.
Anytime we put on some YG, I'm turning up, no matter what, no matter where.
Hey, I love it.
He's one of the guys that I just really with. That's 3.
Yep.
What else? I am the second youngest of 8 kids.
Yeah, you got a big family.
Yeah, family. 4. What else?
Give us a good one.
Else? Trying to think. I sang in the Kanye choir for like a couple months.
No way! So you on Sunday service?
Yeah, I was a Sunday service months.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
a good fact.
Yeah. So those 5 for 5 for y'all right there.
That's big. That's huge. So the Chris Brown and Justin Bieber collaborations, amongst others, are definitely not far off, for sure. You're going in the right direction.
I would like to think that. Thank you.
You are. Don't second guess yourself. You got it, man. You definitely got it. I ain't have you on the show for no damn reason now.
You on the show for ain't just anybody.
Exactly.
I believe it.
Exactly. Gemaine, I appreciate you for stopping by and taking some time out. You're working on this project. I'm expecting a lot from you because, again, you gave the vibes for real. So I am excited.
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely going to be a little different, but it's definitely going to be still going to be Gemaine.
Exactly. All right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm Julia Vamps. This is Gemaine. Thank you guys so much for watching and listening.
Thank you for having me.